Hey performer, welcome to the Creatively Performing Arts podcast. Are you ready to get back to your creative passion for singing, acting, and dancing again? Hi, I'm Estelle, beginner voice coach, performer, and Christian creative, and I know how it feels to want to use your God-given gifts, but to stay stuck in fear. The solution is to just get started. So, in this podcast, you'll find beginner singing and performing tips, inspiring interviews with artists, and help to push past your fear so you can finally start performing again. So pause your Broadway playlist and take a vocal rest, because the show is starting and you're the star of it. Let's begin. Welcome back to Creatively Performing Arts, the podcast. As always, thank you for being here. This is kind of fun. I just wanted to record this live because I decided that this is going to be, except for like maybe some bonus mini episodes here and there, if I feel it in my spirit to do so, but this is going to be the final episode of 2022, and I'm so excited for next year. Just like the start of next year is going to be great. I have so many interviews that I'm excited to share with you. And yes, upcoming interviews that haven't been recorded yet, but I'm excited to share them with you. So yeah, there's a lot to look forward to in 2023. And I hope that you are also looking forward to, new things, looking forward to what God is going to do through you creatively at the start of next year and throughout next year. So, yeah, for this show, this year has been an interesting one. We have gone from, being creative in med school to being creative, using our creative gifts, period. And really starting to be creative wherever we are, especially in the performing arts. We've narrowed it down to really the performing arts, and we've talked to actors and singers and songwriters, dancers, people who work in theater, who are social media creators and content creators. And I have learned so much, and I hope you've learned so much. And I really encourage you, during these couple of weeks where there won't be a regular episode on Mondays, I encourage you to go back. There's so many full, rich episodes, conversations, interviews that you might definitely will love. And I would love for you to go back and listen and let me know what you think, because I want you to start 2023 with creativity. I want you to start 2023 using your giftings, using the gifts that God has given you unabashedly, without fear, without holding back. And I know that a lot of the conversations on the podcast are going to encourage you to do just that. So thank you for joining. So go ahead, go back and listen. And, while you wait for future episodes to come, go ahead and let me know what you thought of past episodes. What was your favorite interview of the show so far this year? What was your favorite episode? What are questions that you have? People that you'd love for me to interview in the future? What would you like to hear more of in the future? Feel free to DM me or let me know. Even in the reviews on Apple Podcasts, I would love to hear from you. What your favorites were and what you'd like to hear moving forward. And something else that I have to share is that I'm going to, in January, host a live workshop on Zoom. It's going to be a free workshop on Zoom that's all about being a confident singer and performer. So if you are someone who loves to sing, or you have always wanted to start singing, start performing, yes, enjoy singing in your room and in the shower, but you want to put it out there. You want to be able to submit an audition, self-tape online, record yourself singing a song and put it out there on your page or in an audition. Or you want to go and perform at an open mic night, or you want to go to a live in-person audition somewhere, whatever it is, and you just really need help when it comes to working on a song and actually being able to confidently go and do that performance, whether it's a live performance or it's recording yourself singing and performing a song. There is, work that goes into it to create an excellent, a beautiful performance that you love. And that work that's moving, like going into it, is what builds your confidence, I believe, as well as the actual like doing it builds your confidence. And so the workshop, we're going to talk about how to be a confident performer, how to be confident, using your giftings and what that looks like, and like practical tips for that. And I'll share a little bit about my experience, and hopefully it will help you. Actually, I know it will help you, because truly, like, these are things that have helped me, and I believe that you'll be inspired and encouraged as well. Yeah, so I'm excited to share that with you. So make sure you look out for more information regarding the workshop, and really your best bet is to join the performing arts community on Facebook. It is our Facebook group for this podcast, the Creatively Performing Arts Facebook page, and my personal Facebook page are both linked to this Facebook group, and I'm in there all the time. And there are people in there who are artists, who are actors, singers, voiceover actors, like, who are doing the dang thing, who are being creative, and it's a great way to meet other people, as well as I'm in there and I will be sharing all of the information behind the scenes stuff as well in there. So make sure you go into the Facebook group and join there. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all the announcements so far, but really that's what I'm looking forward to in 2023. And from there, I'll talk about in the workshop an exciting program that I'm thinking of as well for next year. So it's going to be fun. So all that being said is, last official episode of the year, and I'm excited for interviews that are coming up next year. There's an interview with a singer-songwriter, worship leader, my first interview with two people who are, interview with two people who have a podcast. They've interviewed Broadway performers, and specifically who are faith-filled and faith-led performers, and that's a fun one to listen to. There's one with a actor and comedic content creator as well, and I'm excited to share with you. So just look out for those interviews in the new year. So with that being said, this podcast, where it is now and where it's going, I don't even know what it's going to look like at the end of the day, but I'm just letting God lead me. And what I've talked about a lot this year, and what I always emphasize on this show, is that we have to be kind of open to the journey. And I'm laughing at this because I talk about it all the time, but I have a hard time with it because, I want to know like exactly how it's going to turn out and exactly what's going to happen. But really, especially as a believer, following Christ and being a Christian is all about, walking in faith and really letting God lead your journey. And same thing with being a creative. You have to be willing to be open to the journey and to the process of growing as an artist, whatever that means for you, whether it's as a hobbyist, whether it's as a creative outlet, whether it's as professionally, it doesn't matter. There's a process regardless, whatever your intentions are. Whether it's in ministry, it doesn't matter. Whatever your intentions are with your creative giftings, there's a process, and you have to not just enjoy the journey, because everyone says, enjoy the journey, be present. Yes, absolutely. But just to know, just like acknowledging that it is there, and knowing that it's not out of the ordinary, that there are challenges and there are bumps in the road, and you could sing this note last week and then right now you're not able to sing it. Those little things that can kind of stop us and hold us back from continuing to grow, because maybe we have like a mental block about, I can't do a pirouette today in dance class, and so am I even a dancer? We start to question ourselves, especially when you're just starting to dance again or to perform again. And I want to encourage you, as we wrap up this show for this year, I want to encourage you and to remind you that next year, we hear a lot about finishing strong and starting the year off strong. And yes, we absolutely want to do our very best. But next year is just a continuation of the process. It's continuing the journey. And yes, God can do amazing things in the journey that can surprise us and shock us. And we should be expectant for like great things to happen. We should expect, growth and, amazing possibilities But at the same time, you have to know that we're continuing to grow, yes, but there will also be challenges. There will be things that we weren't expecting. There will be little hiccups here and there, as we act, as we sing, as we dance, as we use our creative giftings. There will be hiccups. There will be some challenges, small and big. And, those will truly make you a better creative. I believe that because I've listened to and interviewed how many people this year? I should really count. How many people have I interviewed this year who are creatives that I love and look up to and have inspired me, and hopefully have inspired you as well with their stories. And every single one of them, whether they are a musical theater singer, whether they're a content creator with millions of followers and an actor, or whether they're dancers or worship dancers, it doesn't matter. Every single one of them talked about this challenge or another, whether it was a mindset issue, a mindset block, whether it was a practical issue of this happened, COVID-19, of this other situation happening. Every single one of them and they're continuing in process. No one is finished, no matter how old or young they are. Every single one of them has faced some challenge to their creativity, to their using their creative giftings, and have found ways to move forward and to recognize that that is a part of the journey, and it actually made them better. So I know I can say for a fact that, those hiccups along the road, those challenges in your journey as you start to sing, as you start to act and dance and use your creative giftings, I can say with full confidence that they are going to help you to grow and to be, a better, whatever that means for you, to be better as an artist. And, that it's a part of the journey. And I'm encouraging myself in that, because I know that I've had moments where I'm like, oh my gosh, why am I still struggling with this? And yes, there are moments where, that means, go to a coach, go to a voice coach, go, get back into dance class, get help, absolutely get help, seek help from people, when you face those challenges, but also know that it's part of the process, and that's okay. That is what it is. So I hope this encourages you, and thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to this show. Thank you for listening to every single interview that we've had on the show. Tell me which one was your favorite. Go to the reviews on Apple Podcasts, and please leave a review if you haven't left one before. It genuinely helps the show a lot, because it means that Apple will push the show to more people who would enjoy this show and who would truly be inspired. And you leaving a review could help one more person finally start using their creative gifts. And so that's amazing. So leave a review if you wouldn't mind. And let me know. I'd love to hear which interview was your favorite this year, where you are in your creative journey. And yes, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everyone who wished me a happy birthday. My birthday was last Wednesday. And so here's to 24, moving into 2023, right? Thank you for all the birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. I'm so grateful for you for being along this journey throughout this year. Literally, so much has happened with the interviews, with I started this business, I started voice coaching, I started the actual business this year and legitimized it. So that's exciting. And, so many cool milestones were hit. We've ranked in so many different countries, in Nigeria, in United Kingdom, in America, right? In the Netherlands, in, oh my gosh, so many different countries. I'm trying to think. Hong Kong, I saw we ranked in Hong Kong today. So many places. And it's just exciting that so many of you are out there listening. So thank you for listening. We're growing, that more of us are out there ready to use our gifting. So again, thank you for being here. Happy holidays. And I can't wait to talk to you in the new year. All right. I will talk to you later.
Thank thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Creatively Performing Arts podcast. I hope you feel encouraged, inspired, and truly impacted by today's episode. And if you can think of one person who would love this show, please share this episode with a friend. And if you wouldn't mind going to Apple Podcasts and leaving a review and rating, it will take 30 seconds and it would truly immensely help this show grow and reach more people who need to use their creative gifts as well. And finally, go to the Performing Arts community on Facebook and join this online free community for you to interact with and connect with other artists. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much, and I will talk to you later.